Hello guys, it's October the 2nd and you'll be pleased to know that the BMRA, who some of you aren't members of, have actually sent us some interesting, useful information rather than talking about man of the year. They're really talking about the richest man of the year who does the least from his golf course. So anyway, in relation to the T9, now I know where this has come from, but this has been put onto their website, which maybe you can look at. The Environmental Agency, EA, has confirmed that the T9 waste exemption for receiving scrap metal is still available for registration. Woo! The proposed reforms to exemptions, when enacted, means that in future an environmental permit would be required. The EA has clarified that although government has reiterated its plans to reform the waste exemption system, which include plans to remove the T9 waste exemption, operators can currently continue to use the T9 exemptions. Operators with T9 and S2 exemptions can renew them together, and when the time comes to apply for a permit, the permit application can cover all relevant waste types. What's all relevant waste types in my WAN? What's all relevant waste types? What's that mean? Interesting. Despite contrary information reportedly provided by some independent consultancies, basically shysters who are trying to frighten you into giving their money, operators do not have to apply for an environmental permit yet. Yay! If they are meeting the exemption requirements. Of course you are. No action is required before waste exemption reforms come into force unless your current activities exceed the exemption thresholds or you are undertaking an activity, e.g. mechanically fed shearing, that is not covered by the T9 exemption, or if you're a criminal working on a farm, paying cash and doing what the hell you like. You get away with it. There will be a transitional arrangement which would allow operators 3 months to make the necessary permit application when the legislation comes into force. If the EA will contact exemption holders when waste exemption reforms are likely to come into force. Oh, who knows? An EA spokesman said, for now, T9 exemption operators can still register or renew their exemptions and get their businesses ready for waste exemption reforms. Power to the people! There has been no changes in the law yet, but they're going to keep talking about it forever. We will keep waste exemption operators and trade associations such as the wonderful, the most informative, and the only British Metal Recycling Association updated on the progress. However, T9 exemption operators will now, from July 2025, need to pay for their waste exemptions when they are registered for the first time or are renewed. That's because they need us to pay for the staff they can't afford to pay at the moment, who don't answer the phone and who don't give us any information. So they need a permit so they can employ more undergraduates who work 3 days a week. Antonia Gray, BMRA's head of policy and public affairs, I quite like her. She's nice, actually, and quite a smart woman. Quite a smart woman. She's a very smart woman. Forgive her for what she does for a living. As soon as EA, DEFRA lets us know the timeline for reforms, we will inform members about the changes. In the meantime, she doesn't talk like that. She's very we will continue to work with the EA. No, she's not like that either. We will continue to work with the EA to help develop the best permitting approach for the T9 exemption and improve, I say, other scrap metal standard rules permits. They don't need improving, Antonia. They need leaving alone, eh? Just leave them all alone. Just tax us $5,000 a year and leave it all alone, whilst criminals still get away with it. Anyway, I've run out of accents. I can do Birmingham. And what do you do, Birmingham? Well, I'm going to go now. My name's John. I'm John. How may I help you? I've got to go to me special job. because I'm a very, very special person. Love you.